Hey there, friendlies. What do we got tonight? Deanston Virgin Oak. Why the Virgin Oak? Very simply because this is the one Deanston I can get here in Quebec at the SAQ. So, I've been curious about Deanston for a while, and if this is what I can get, this is what I can get. So, one thing, you know what? Let's get this baby open into a glass and then talk about it, okay? Forgot a knife. Not the best cork, but it's not bad. That's a pretty energetic pour. Well, don't nose it yet, Jess. Okay. I don't know a whole lot about Deanston. It's a Highland malt. I believe the Deanston distillery is in a former mill. Don't really know that much more about it. I know that it's unchill filtered. And here's the thing. It says unchill filtered. It doesn't say anything about caramel coloring, but one thing I did notice, there's an ingredients list on this, and it says natural ingredients, water, malted barley, and yeast. So, does that ingredients list then tell us that there's no caramel coloring? That's what it looks like to me. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll give it the mark for that. So, should we start off with the checklist then? What do we got? We got a single malt. We have unchill filtered. I'm gonna go with the ingredients list and say no caramel coloring. And we got 46.3%. The one thing we're missing is an age statement. If that is in fact no caramel coloring, then it's a very nice amber hue. What am I looking for here? I'm looking to see the tears, whether or not it leaves a bit of an oily coating on the glass, or if it goes right away. And it looks to me, I don't know if, oops, let me get this out of the way. Just goosed water all over my workbench again. I don't know, it looks pretty nice to me. What do you guys think? I mean, there are tears there, but you know, it's not right away. The proof will be in the pudding. So, as I said, I know nothing really about Deanston. Let's skip over the tasting notes. Tight-knit community is embodied in the traditional methods used to produce this unique single malt whiskey. Who cares? Crafted by hand, Deanston is first matured in ex-bourbon cask. Okay, that's one thing I did want to say. It says Virgin Oak, but it's actually matured in an ex-bourbon cask and then finished in a Virgin Oak cask. So, ex-bourbon plus Virgin Oak, I'm expecting the usual ex-bourbon cask vanilla flavors, the sweetness, maybe a little caramel, and then a bit of some claws, you know? Let's just get into it, right? Stop talking, let's just get into it. Nosing first. Yeah, I definitely pick up, you know, the usual. There's a vanilla, slight brown sugar note. It's 46.3%. I'm someone who is used to nosing like cask strength. But even down around 46, 45, sometimes it can be a little hot on the nose, and it's not. It's very fresh. Very fresh. Spring day in a field. In a meadow. Spring day in a meadow. With, I think it's heather. Some sort of, one of those florals that you see growing in meadows. Let's see what it does on the palate, shall we? That Virgin Oak is definitely very present. It hits, it's effervescent on the tongue, right? Because that Virgin Oak. It's not harsh. It's definitely lively. It's definitely young. And aside from that, there's that sweetness there that I was expecting. There's the brown sugar, you know, that you use a torch on to melt it onto something, to burn the brown sugar onto something. There's that vanilla hit, little butterscotch. Obviously, the American oak is laying down the law on this. And that virgin oak is just bringing a real sort of sprightly, spicy, yeah, spicy. Let's go with that. Maybe a little gingery. Touch of nutmeg, maybe. Citrus zest. I'm getting the malt now. There's that meadow thing again, but maybe it's a bit of the grass as well. Maybe like a fresh green scent and a fresh green flavor. There's a dryness on the finish as well. It's like it hits the tongue. Youthful, virgin oak, spicy, and then sweet, citrusy, floral, greenery, and then it just dries out at the very back. The mouthfeel, it's not bad. There is an oiliness there, but it's got a nice presence on the tongue and in the mouth. See, these whiskeys, they evolve as you nose and taste and nose and taste, and now I'm getting a bit of a honey thing, like a clover honey. But maybe I'm thinking clover honey because I'm getting something meadow-like in this whiskey. Yeah, it sits really nice as the finish sort of starts to dissipate. What it leaves me with is a very nice, like a warm hug. So what do I think of it? I would love to try this as a 10 or a 12 year, even an 8 year, something with an age statement on it. Because I would definitely give this an 8, and that makes me want to know what this would taste like if, instead of what I'm assuming is 3 years in the bourbon barrel, it was left to sort of settle in a bit and then throw it into the virgin oak. Yeah, 8 on 10, absolutely. I like it. We'll see if it remains 8 on 10 after I've got it down there. So let's destroy it, shall we? Give it just a light swirl. It smells diluted now. Still very sweet, very sort of honey, very caramelly, vanilla-ish. But the meadow thing is still there. It's just, it smells a little diluted. Let's go. Peppered caramel. The sort of the grassy meadow note drops way down. There's a pepper note comes out a lot more, and there's still that vanilla or that sweetness there. But it's hollow. Doesn't affect the grade though, because I'm not going to drink this with water in it. Do I think it's an improvement? No, it's not as good with the water. Absolutely not. It's toned down, but it loses the interest. So, you know, and so as I always do, when I've watered it down and ruined it, I'm just going to glug it and move on. Deanston Virgin Oak. I like it. And that's all she wrote. So, as I always say, thanks for hanging out with me for this little scotchy review. If you like what I'm doing here, please do the following 3 things. 1, comment down below. You like the Deanston? You hate the Deanston? Is there a Deanston that I should order from another province that is really going to be worth it? Someone's coming down the stairs. 2nd thing, share this video. That helps me more than you could possibly imagine. And 3rd, leave me a smiley thumb. If you don't like what I'm doing, that's all right. Leave me a frowny thumb. They heard that I was videoing and went upstairs.